Good morning. I've had a very good sleep and I'm just packing up my gear now. I am going to make my way west today. So my first stop will be Catherine. And from Catherine I'm still doubting either I'm going to go to Top Springs and otherwise I'll take the bitumen straight away to Kununurra. So I am here. I'm going to Catherine to do groceries and stock up on some supplies, and then I can either go this way to Kununurra or this way to Top Springs and then have a ride through the national park and then that way. This is a bit of a detour, but it is nice to do some dirt roads and tracks and see some beautiful things in the national park. Catherine is just about an hour away from here, so it'll be quickly when I get there. And then I'll go to Woolworths, do some groceries and then keep on riding and see if I can make it to Kununurra. All right. Catherine. Catherine is the third, after Darwin and Alice Springs, it is the third biggest town in the Northern Territory. It's got a population of about 10,000 people. Now I am here on a Sunday, so I don't expect much of it. But yeah, so I've got a few things to do. I'm gonna ride through town for a little bit, but then I've got to do groceries, fuel up and keep on going. So I have done some groceries and I'm going to fuel up now. I am still doubting if I'm going to go to Top Springs first. And then go from Top Springs to Kununurra. But I'll probably go to Kununurra straight away. I'm not looking forward to that because it is 5.5 hours of highway. So that'll be very, very boring. Yeah. All right. Five and a half hours of bitumen. stuff going on. I have just been riding for about an hour and a half, 2 hours from Catherine, and I'm brewing myself a coffee now. The roads are long and very boring, and the country is getting more and more stretched out and less vegetation. While doing my brake, I was comparing my rear tire, which is this one, to my new tire, which is this one. And I have decided to go to Kununurra straight away and not go to the Gregory National Park, so I can change my tire. Alright, let's keep on rolling. Bunch of military vehicles. Spoke to some military guys a few minutes ago. They're going towards Western Australia as well. Alright, so I'll do another 161 kilometers till I reach Timber Creek, fuel up at Timber Creek, and then I'll continue to Kununurra. This is the Victoria River. Beautiful. So the next 15 kilometers we'll be going through this beautiful rocky mountainous area with winding roads. That should be really nice. So this is part of the Gregory National Park. And the reason why it's so green here is there's a river here called the Victoria River. You tend to see that if you're next to a river, the area gets a lot greener. It's a big tree. I'm gonna go and have a look at the river, have a drink of water there and see how it looks like. The old Victoria River crossing, so people used to cross the river here. I can actually feel that the rear tire is getting worse and worse, because it's getting more and more slippery in the dirt. Just to be clear, I'm not gonna cross this river. I'm just gonna take a look at it. Nice track is never far away. Oh. So on my way to Kununurra, you ride through the Gregory National Park. And I was riding through and I saw a sign, the Old Victoria River Crossing. And I thought might just as well take a look at it. People used to cross the river here. Highway coming up next. Timber Creek will be the first fuel stop. Then after Timber Creek, a few hours later, I will reach the Western Australia border. Welcome to Timber Creek. Nice. Time for fuel. All right. Just had a stop at Timber Creek, fueled up the bike. And had a little bit of a feed, and now I am continuing to the Western Australia border. Now who would I be if I didn't stop for this? I'm just going to stand up on my bike. Have a look at this. It's a snake and it's alive. Fuck, that's scary, eh? Oh wow. So as I'm riding towards the WA border, I see something very cool on the road. A big snake. And as I'm filming it with my drone, the drone all of a sudden thinks it needs to land. And where did it land? Exactly next to the snake. So I can't get the drone and the snake is next to the drone. And it's pissed and I'm not able to get it now. So I guess we'll have to wait. That snake must have been about 2.5 meters long. Maybe even 3. I don't have a clue what type of snake it was. But when I flew the drone out, the drone had the ID of that it needed to land. It landed next to the snake and I couldn't go get the drone and it didn't want to fire up again. So I was just throwing rocks at it. But man, that's beautiful, that snake. Scary animals. Now riding Australia on a motorbike is great. But have a look at this guy. He's doing it on a push bike. Hi mate, how you going?
How are you?
That's good doing it on a push bike.
It's okay.
Where are you heading to?
From Perth.
All the way on the bike? Oh wow. Have you got enough water?
Yes, thank you.
Alright, and food as well?
Sorry?
Enough food as well?
Yeah. I play.
Hey, good luck mate.
Thank you.
That is amazing. He's going to cycle all the way to Perth on a push bike. And he, wow. All vehicles must stop. Welcome to Western Australia. Nice. I've got to make a picture of this. I've made it to Western Australia. The sun is pretty bright and the area is beautiful. I'm going to continue on to Kununurra and then set up camp there. I've got to go through a quarantine checkpoint first and then another 60 kilometers till Kununurra. Now I've got to go through this quarantine check and then I can continue. Western Australia, Northern Territory quarantine checkpoint. Hello. Great.
How are you?
Yeah, bit warm, but had a long day today.
Yeah, where have you come from?
Pine Creek,
Oh, yeah.
near Darwin.
Yeah, that is a good day. Long day.
How much further is it to Kununurra?
50k, 60k?
Yeah, right.
Not too bad. It is quite a nice drive, but you should make it before dark.
Oh yeah.
Whereabouts in New South Wales are you from?
Oh, I'm not from New South Wales. I'm from the Netherlands.
The Netherlands, nice. There's heaps of Dutch people in town.
It's close to Lake Argyle, isn't it?
Yeah, Lake Argyle is this side, so you would turn left
Oh yeah.
before.
You can swim there?
Yeah.
No Crocs?
There are, but they're just freshies. They're not gonna.
Oh yeah, right. Everyone does.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Cool.
Don't have any fruit or veggies on you?
No, I've got freeze-dried hiker meals, but they're nothing fruity or veggie.
No nuts or anything?
No.
All good?
Sweet.
I'll let you go get in there before the sun sets on you.
Sweet. Have a good day, eh? Welcome to Western Australia. I've made it. Yoo-hoo! What a lovely girl as well. She didn't even want me to unpack everything. Nice. And look at the view when riding into Western Australia. That is amazing. So riding into Western Australia, I am actually riding into another time zone. The clock is going an hour and a half backwards in relation to the Northern Territory time zone. So where it was just 6:30, it is now, or nearly 6:30, it's now nearly 5 o'clock. Now isn't this beautiful to see? The sun is setting. So I've reached Western Australia. The first town you ride into is Kununurra, and they're playing live music behind me. I'm gonna go for a beer. I've found a campsite, and I'm gonna set up my camp and head to bed early. Tomorrow I'm gonna do some maintenance on the bike, replace my tires, and yeah, good to be here. If you liked my video, let me know. Like, share and subscribe.